Hello, uh, good morning to everyone, and good morning to a new spring, with a new spring. Today we are going to discuss about the core concepts of marketing. As you can see in the slides, uh, uh, we will have six. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we will discuss about 8 core concepts of marketing. Uh, if we mention them, needs, wants and demands, target markets, positioning and segmentation, offerings and brands, value and satisfaction, marketing channels, supply chain, competition and marketing environment. But we will discuss them in our own way. So let's see how we proceed. Initially, we will start with the needs, wants and demands. So as you can see that in the very essence level, in the very primary level, what we encounter is a need. What is need? Need can be any state of felt deprivation when we feel some necessity for some basic requirements, then we call it as need. So here with an example, we mentioned that transportation is a need. So we need to move from place A to place B. So when we want to move, we need transportation. We need to transport ourselves from point A to point B. And when we think about the options, then we think about the wants. That what do I want? I mean, for transportation. Here our wants are actually limited, or it is qualified by the infrastructure that we have in our environment. So if we live in a very developed country, the transportation infrastructure is very good, and there we find some kind of transport options which is not the same as in a non-developed country like Bangladesh. Here we have different transportation options because the infrastructure is different. And then about the nature of my appointment. If it is a very emergency appointment, if I have very little time to reach and meet my appointment, then we will choose some options which will be different if I am working on a very relaxed schedule. I mean, I have the flexibility to cancel the appointment, or to do the job or not to do the job. In that case, I can have different options of transportation in Bangladesh. And also about the personal preference. Sometimes I have a choice that, like, will I take a taxi cab, or will I take a CNG, or will I take my private car? It all sometimes it also depends on my personal preference. If I say, oh no, I'm not going to pollute the environment, I may also choose some other options of transport because of my personal preference. And then how much I afford, how much I can spend on my transportation, that is actually defining the demand. So from each individual customer, if we quantify them and cumulate all customers, then put together, they make up the demand. Now, if we explain it if we explain it, so in our case, it's like we have some needs, and the needs are our transportation. So our need is transportation, and for transportation, we have a defined need. And now for that, we have wants. So when we talk about wants, we first of all, some factors are qualifying us. First of all, the wants of the thing that you can want for transportation in Bangladesh will not be same as what is in USA, and then or in other countries. And then about how emergency is your job. So I mean, that also define that what do you want for the transport. Some people, for them it is very emergency and they need helicopter, but for you it is very emergency, you take a CNG. So how emergency it is, it depends. And then and also about what is your personal preference. So sometimes, even though they will take you to your destination at the same time within the same amount of time, but still you choose something because of your personal preference. Now here is the demand. And when we talk about the demands, here you know that we say, like in Bangladesh, I mean, for a middle class family, I mean, when we try to move from place A to B, we have these options, like we have rickshaw, then we have CNG, then we have taxi cab, and then we have also our private car, our personal car, or we can have bus. These are almost all type of transport. But you see, if it were in USA, you would not find rickshaw, you would not find, but you will also add the subways and other options. So that's not same as in Bangladesh. Now, regarding the demand, I mean, can we afford to, when we count our demand, we see that can we afford all of these options? Maybe in my case, okay, I can afford rickshaw. So rickshaw will stay in my demand. So I will count the demand of rickshaw. CNG can be there. Taxi cab, not always. So I will take the taxi cab out of my option. But car can be there because I have a family car. So sometimes I can choose to use the car, and I can also take the bus. So here you see that regarding the demand, the taxi cab, it's not usually in my demand list. I'm not so because of my purchasing power. So here with the purchasing power, I decide that what of them are actually affordable for me. So here the purchasing power is calling the short of the demand, that what I count as a demand for me and what I don't count. Yeah, that's about the core concepts of marketing. So we have one more interesting topic about needs, wants, and demands, which is about stated needs. So when I think about when we think about stated needs, we talk about needs that we express. For example, in your book, you have an example that in your stated needs, you can talk about that you need an inexpensive car, so a car which is not very expensive. And then in your real needs, you actually need a car which is it's not inexpensive, means it costs low in purchase, but it has to be operationally low cost. So when you maintain the car, you don't have to spend a lot of money for maintenance. And then the unstated needs is like you want a good service from the dealer. So look, I buy the car, but the car should not be very expensive to maintain. So you time to time give me the service to maintain the car well. And then delayed needs is that when I have bought a car, but I did not expect that the car would have such a good technology of GPS navigations, and so I can easily locate the destination, and even though I haven't been there. And the secret needs is that my friends will appreciate. So my friends will appreciate my purchase, and they will take me as a very smart consumer because I have got a bargain deal. I have got a good deal at a very economy price. So that will make me like happy with my friends.